Welcome back, everybody. We're here to pull cards for June the 8th. I am going to be pulling one card for overall energy. After that, we'll look at one card for each sign, and we'll just see how everything plays out for our predictions. Overall energy is showing up as basically the Two of Coins coming up in reverse. Two of Coins in reverse for me talks about this idea of having a lot of plates in the air, trying to juggle them, sometimes things actually falling through the cracks. So the advice I always give on this is if you get this advice a little bit early, see what you can delegate as far as your responsibilities so that maybe things won't fall through the cracks. Be proactive, be preventive. You do have free will. Just because something shows up on my table doesn't mean it has to be true. Free will allow you to change those things if you don't like them. All right, Aries. Okay. So you have the Knight of Swords showing up here. What's going on? Definitely pay attention to your communication today, Aries. Make sure that any information that other people need to have, that you stay on top of that, that you make sure that you get that information to them so that they can move forward and do what they need to do. Don't try to make them make plans without having the information that they're looking for from you. You may end up not being very happy with how that turns out. Taurus. Justice card showing up in reverse along with our overall energy. What I'm hearing as I look at this combination is an overall overloaded justice system. So it may be that if you're trying to get in touch with the courts about anything, hearing date, jury duty, whatever, um, anything, it may be that there's not as much time as would be ideal to be able to get whatever you need taken care of, or you may be spending a whole lot of time in getting this worked out or smoothed out, whatever this might be. Okay. Next up, we're looking at Gemini. Okay, Gemini's Five of Swords showing up in reverse. People are kind of relying on you to be the peacemaker just because I feel like you have become the person that fills that role lately for certain people in your life. And so they've come to sort of count on you to be the peacemaker. They're not necessarily making as much energy or effort as what they could because they've got you to fill that role. Today, with our overall energy, I don't feel like you have time to mess with that. I feel like you're telling them, wait, work it out yourselves. I've got places to be. I've got things to do. You guys are going to have to work out your own issues. That's what it feels like coming in here for you, Geminis. Next up, we're looking at Cancer. Eight of Swords coming up in reverse. Cancers, I think that you are choosing today. Excuse me, I've got a frog in my throat. I think today, Cancers, you guys are choosing what you're going to handle and what you're not going to handle. You're saying no to something and, freeing up some of your time and freeing up some of you as you do that. All right, next up, we're looking at Leo. Okay, Leos. Four of Cups showing up here. Leos, I think this is a heads up or an insight, a warning that allows you to make a change. This is basically saying that if you throw yourself a nice little pity party, and trust me, I know they feel justified while we're having them, they're just not very productive. But if you throw yourself a nice little pity party, then you lose out on other opportunities that are coming in. So Spirit is acknowledging there is definitely something disappointing that's happened. Spirit isn't saying that that's not true. But they are saying if you marinate in this energy, then you lose out on an opportunity that otherwise you could take advantage of. So try not to stay in pity party mode if you find yourself going that direction. Next up, we're looking at Virgo. Virgos, you guys have the Eight of Wands showing up here. Virgos, I'm going to tell you, I feel like you have a lot of communication going back and forth between somebody, and I feel like this can be really distracting you. So you want to really still keep your focus. It's okay to have communication with other people, of course, but keep your focus because otherwise you end up letting things fall through the cracks. And I don't think you're going to be very happy with yourself if you do that. And for some of you, even this other person that you're doing all this messaging back and forth with, they're probably not going to be very happy about it either. So don't let them be the distraction that throws you off course. Taking care of business. That's what you got to do. Taking care of business. Libra. King of Swords showing up in reverse. Libras, this is really interesting because what I'm feeling is that you're going to feel the need to let somebody know all the reasons why they aren't that smart, shall we say. You're really going to feel the need to do that. So it's going to take some real self-discipline if you're going to rein that in. But it would be worth it to rein that in because coming off with all of that keeps you from having an opportunity that you would like to have. So if you can use that self-discipline and just kind of be like, keep it zipped, then you might get that other opportunity after all. Okay. Next up, let's look at Scorpio. Scorpio, Ace of Pentacles showing up here. What's going on here, Scorpio? Huh. Scorpios, I feel like we have some kind of new opportunity that shows up here. And because of the new opportunity, we're kind of distracted from things that we normally do. So we want to try to keep that balance between the new opportunity and the things we're already obligated towards, if we can. If we can. Sagittarius. Four of Coins coming up in reverse. What's happening here, Sag? I think you really want to be careful about any money that you take out of your stash or your savings today, Sagittarius. You want to make sure that that you're using it effectively, is what I'm going to say. I think that there are going to be some things coming along that are going to tempt you to pull some money out for them that are not going to be all that you thought they were. So be very careful with pulling any money, especially out of savings. Anything that you've stashed away, be very careful with that. Make sure you know exactly what it is that you're getting or exactly what it is that you're paying for. Maybe even give it a couple of days to think about it before you actually make the transaction. Give some truth some time to rise to the surface. Otherwise, I see this as not being a very good investment of your funds on your part. Next up, we're looking at Capricorn. Nine of Wands. Look at you guys. You guys already know it's going to be a hectic day. You've done some delegating already. You've done any kind of pre-prepping you can. You're prepared. With that Nine of Wands, you're prepared. You know what's up. Next, let's look at Aquarius. Aquarius, Three of Swords showing up in reverse. Aquarius, this is interesting because something is falling through the cracks today that actually makes you feel relief. With that Three of Swords in reverse, I'm feeling like that's relief. It may even be that you just decide, you know what? Yeah, I said I was going to do this. I'm not. I'm not. That person is pushing their luck and they've been acting real ugly ever since I agreed to do this. I'm not doing that anymore. Not being taken advantage of, used, rolled over, whatever it is. I think that you are standing up for yourself and you're saying, you know, I don't really have to do this. And the way you've been treating me, and now I don't even want to do this. That's what I see for you, Aquarius. Next up, looking at Pisces. Page of Coins showing up in reverse, Pisces. Pisces, be very careful about what money you're spending where. With that Page of Coins, it talks about this idea of having a message come in about money or material goods that is not the kind of message that we want to hear. Something's costing you money that you weren't anticipating, or more money than you were anticipating. And there's something falling through the cracks here, so it's really hard to balance the budget. So this is a really good time to be mindful. Be mindful. Only spend on necessities. I probably don't have to tell you that. You probably already know that if you're keeping up with your budget at all. Okay. So that's what I have for everybody. Thank you all so much for stopping by and hanging out with me. I do appreciate you guys spending some of your precious time here. What else? You guys remember that you are my sponsors. So I greatly appreciate when you guys put a thumbs up on the video, when you share it out to the world, and when you put comments down below. That is so helpful. Thank you very much for that. And of course, I'm doing readings and Reiki sessions. All you have to do is get a hold of me and we'll get you taken care of quickly, quickly, quickly. At the time that I'm making this recording, my website right there in the corner is actually down while it's being transferred over. Hopefully, by the time this video comes out, my website will be back up again. All my contact information is there. If you don't see my website by the end of today, then check on it again tomorrow because it should be up and running live again pretty quickly. And I am looking forward to reading for you. Okay, guys, everyone have a fantastic day. Peace out.